Hi, I'm Rick Green. There's a hot topic in the world of Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. It is Rejection Sensitive Dysphoria, R.S.D. And I've been surprised how many of my patrons have identified it as a problem that comes with their ADHD or makes their ADHD much worse. There are a lot of different reactions when it first popped up in conversations. OMG, this is me. This is so me. OMG, I feel heard. OMG, I do this. OMG, yes. And so on and so on. Now, I had three questions. One, what is rejection sensitive dysphoria? Two, why is there such an overlap with ADHD? And three, since I'm all about solutions, strategies, and reducing suffering, how do you manage it or minimize the impact? So number one, what is rejection sensitive dysphoria? Well, rejection, if you have lived your life with ADHD, you know what rejection is, right? Sensitive, well, how many times have you been told, you're too sensitive, you're so sensitive, don't be so moody, calm down, it's no big deal. Why do you get so upset? Don't be so touchy. And then there's dysphoria. Well, you've heard of euphoria, delight, excitement, an intense feeling of happiness and well-being. Life is wonderful. I'm wonderful. Everyone's wonderful. Dysphoria is the opposite. Unease, sadness, anxiety, mental and physical numbness. Everything sucks. No, wait, it's just me. I suck. I'm terrible. Now, some of you may be thinking, well, everybody, whether they have ADHD or not, has to deal with rejection at some point. And nobody likes rejection, bad news, failure, no. And folks with ADHD can be ultra sensitive to rejection, failure, and often we have more failures because we've got ADHD. What distinguishes R.S.D. is the intensity of the suffering, like the difference between hitting your thumb with a hammer and hitting a very badly bruised, even broken thumb with an even bigger hammer. That one hurts more deeply. Now, unlike ADHD, rejection-sensitive dysphoria is not an official diagnosis. But it seems clear that folks who suffer from R.S.D. usually have ADHD, which leads to question two, why? What is the connection or the overlap between ADHD and R.S.D.? Well, first you have to remember, ADHD isn't just a problem managing our attention. We can struggle with poor memory, managing our body awareness, bumping into things and so on. Many of us struggle to manage emotions. For many ADDers, our emotional dial is always at 13 out of 10. We may be dismissed as drama queens or kings, but if this is you, you know that a simple criticism, a small setback, any unexpected obstacle can totally defeat us. I'll come back to it later. This is called, rather appropriately, emotional dysregulation. And I've been there and I've done that, bought the t-shirt, didn't like the fit, but I worked on it and now things are better. Rejection-sensitive dysphoria is way above and beyond that. People describe how the rejection can be emotionally and almost physically painful, debilitating, crippling. It's awful. Someone's little joke is mortifying. A casual remark leaves you devastated. You're shaken to your core. Someone teases you and you're crushed or you're angry. You replay the rejection over and over and over again, and it eats away at you, ruining every day. Even a harmless neutral comment can be devastating. Someone says something vague and you perceive it as rejection, and you spiral down into anxiety or despair. So, how do you break out of the tailspin or get better at identifying it? Or as question 3 asks, what can be done to minimize the impact? Well, and some people may not want to hear this, but medications, including some ADHD medications, stimulant medications among them, can help you to dial down the intensity of your reactions. The right dose of the right medication will give you time to think, to put in a pause, and rather than immediately react, think about it. Of course, not everyone can or is willing to take medication. It does help to find the right therapist. They can help you to find perspective and understanding And as always, there's the usual ADHD strategies: exercise, mindful meditation, journaling, good nutrition, socializing, and having a friend or a therapist, someone who understands or at least empathizes with what you're going through, what you're experiencing, can be a huge comfort. Sometimes a fresh perspective from someone else can provide you with an insight and a much better interpretation of what's going on or what's happened or what that person actually meant. Obviously, managing rejection sensitive dysphoria isn't as simple as giving everyone the benefit of the doubt or seeing the silver lining in every cloud, but by reframing, learning to find better explanations, and recalling how all of the situations in the past where I've gone like that, fretting and ruminating over something that never came to be, I'm finally able to go, yeah, it's not likely. And today I'm much better at recognizing the problem isn't really what people say, it's what I make it mean, how I perceive it, the weight that I attach to it, and I have a say in that. I can't change what people are going to say, just whether or not I allow it in. And yes, sometimes people intend to be nasty. They're nasty people. They're projecting their own issues and fears and shortcomings onto others to hide their own shortcomings and fears, hoping no one will notice. There's no way of winning with these people, no matter what you do. Or as Taylor Swift phrased it so perfectly, haters gonna hate. Thanks for watching. Please do like and share. You can go to rickhasadhd.com and subscribe to our Friday Funnies. We've been putting them out for years, and they're always a delight. And in the comments here, please share what you've gone through dealing with rejection. How has it affected you? Where has it shut you down? What has it cost you in terms of relationships, friendships, and so on? And finally, what have you done to minimize it, to manage it, and get it under control?